And we are live. I was waiting for our intro, but I'll start the intro. Good evening and welcome to another Sports View brought to you by Women Love Sports Too. And I would love for my lovely co hosts, this is to introduce themselves, starting with Cheryl.
Okay, since I am the loveliest,
Uh oh,
I am,
too soon. Go ahead.
I am Cheryl Green with the Big E, coming in all the way from Los Angeles, California, where it is actually raining outside. But some it happens that way.
K
Sometimes it
Dub.
be like that. I thought it never rains in Southern California.
I
I'm in
see.
Central. I'm in South Central LA.
Oh, there's other songs about that. All right, go ahead, Kanisha.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Kanisha coming in hot from football practice. And
Mm-hmm.
I am tired. I didn't even practice, but I'm tired anyway. Driving around the Beltway and also a little tired of this Steelers record, but I guess we'll be talking about that later. Anyway, hey
we
Mm.
will
everyone.
we will talk about that later. Thanks, ladies, for joining us. Either on coming in from two wheels or what. Looks like Cheryl's got some additional co-hosts, but we won't have time to hear from them today. And this may come as a surprise. I'm actually going to start with the NBA.
Well,
So,
hello. And wait,
briefly,
she wanted to say something.
not on this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not on this podcast.
What you
Anyway,
got to say?
Nuck
What?
if you buck A. You call it nuck if you buck A.
They back here talking. They back here talking.
yeah, I'm about to get some holy water. All right, look. So starting with the NBA, the Ball brothers unite on the Charlotte Hornets team. Leangelo's first year back from the G League. What do you all think about that? Is this like the a great hookup? Is this a great match? A great fit for the brothers and the Ball brothers and the Charlotte Hornets?
Well, Kanisha K Dub, did you have something to say about that?
You all are so excited.
That deep sigh Cheryl gave, I am curious to hear what she said. I think from a marketing standpoint,
Mhm.
everyone loves the story of this family, loves or hates the story of this family. So I think time will tell. I mean, the talent and the potential is definitely there. There's always an injury, always something, but at least dad's chilling a little bit. So, you
Mm.
know, I want to see them win.
That would be nice, if we
Yeah.
not focus on the dad and let the boys be boys
It
and
gives us something
play.
to do. It gives us something to do while we're waiting for Bronny to grow up. So,
Exactly. Cheryl, I told you your co-host. Go ahead.
Yeah, he was talking. He what he said was,
Hmm.
I guess Daddy LeVar, he guess he took a page out of Daddy Richard Williams' book with the children,
Hmm.
and then that he got three of them. So I guess he's trying to be like the Giannis. I mean, that's his first name, the Antetokounmpo brothers, because they got three, sons in there. Two play for what their team is, the Bucks, and the other one's LA. So he figured he can get him two in there playing for Chicago, and then that other one playing for the mm,
Charlotte. Charlotte.
Charlotte, ma'am, Charlotte.
yeah. So yeah, I guess okay. So ain't that about a little something right there? So Costa and Lonzo, they both
Here
play for
you
the
go,
Lakers.
Cheryl.
Yeah. So okay. So you think them they daddies and mamas had came to the round table and was talking about, hey, let's get all our boys up in there. And they can play for the same team. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably ideal. I mean, clearly they've been playing together, from the driveway to school or whatever. So, I mean, I think it'll be something interesting to see how it all pans out. So,
Yeah, because I was listening in on some of the conversation and I was like, wow, you know what? I got five brothers, but I think I can get three of mine in there, even though they all over 50. I think I can get them in there. I I
They're
think,
gonna make it to the league.
yeah, I think I can get them in there.
I don't know. As a parent, if you've ever tried to be in two games at one time in different locations, or even within an hour of each other, or 3 hours of
No,
each other,
I'm talking about as a sister.
so I'm saying that that's hard to if you want to support all the players. So of course you want them all together.
So basically, this is
If it
definitely a
works,
win. This is a win-win for the brothers and for the dad because it saves him on gas. So
Well, but he
switching,
still got to fly out to LA.
jet fuel, whatever.
right. We're switching gears to the WNBA on a more solemn note. The WNBA lost former player Tiffany Jackson passed away at the age of 39 from breast cancer. So we just wanted to definitely share that, send our condolences.
Mhm.
I know our former guest, Lisa Willis, played with Tiffany for the New York Liberty, and she made a very nice post about their time together and about Tiffany encouraging her when she was pouting about not getting time and things like that. So it was definitely nice to see that tribute from someone we actually know for this player. And just for her, to be remembered at this time, especially during October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Staying on the topic of the WNBA, Cheryl actually shared some interesting info with us, interesting, frustrating statistics with regard to, as if we didn't know, WNBA salaries.
Mm.
Cheryl, could you just quickly share what you told us about Rocky, the mascot, versus is it Diana Taurasi?
Yeah,
Yes.
so Rocky, he's the mascot for the Denver Broncos, and he makes 625,000 a year. Now I'm not sure what it is that he do that he's talking 625,000 a year, but Diana Taurasi, she only making 228,000 a year, so he's making double her salary. I think that's double,
More,
yeah, double
more
her
than,
salary.
more than.
Yeah. So what is that? That speaks volumes to our women, our female players. You know that they can't even get paid more than a mascot. So that's why I got my two mascots here today. They're looking for a job.
Well, unfortunately, we're not hiring, but I do appreciate you sharing that stat because, again, I mean, not to take anything away from Rocky and his, probably standard pelvic thrust, go team, cheering the crowd, head button the goalpost. The air is a little thin in Denver. I get that, but again, when you just think about getting paid what you're worth or getting paid, what it is that you're, out there to do, just unfortunate, example of the disparity between the women's salaries and insert any other, again, sports professional job. So
So do
just,
you think that the women's mascot they probably make what about $25 an hour or something like that, maybe 50?
I don't know. That'll be something for us to look into. I
Yeah.
mean, hopefully it's not as disparaging as what you shared with us.
I doubt they're making more than the players though for the women's teams.
Right, right. That is a good point.
I'm just thinking it's time to break out the trampoline.
Kanisha's like, I'm going to do the reverse. How
When we monetize this.
360 on your ass. Oh gosh, yeah. I just wanted to share that, y'all. Don't y'all see this is another sports view, so we're gonna talk about what the women are not getting that they deserve. So shifting gears to the NFL.
Ooh.
Uh, so there's something on here about Tom Brady. I mean, I'll just do as I'm told. He claims it's his last year in the NFL, though he retired last year. And then there's something in here about divorce. And look, I'm not doing too much talking about who's prettiest, okay? But who's prettier? But is
Giselle's not having it though. She's like, look, you know, there's a shot clock on my career as
right?
well.
Uh huh.
I know I'm mixing up the sports terminology, but she's like, look, there's a limitation on what I can do.
Yeah.
and we both can't work. And Tom obviously during that short time off did not enjoy, shopping for
Coco,
fruit
Coco
snacks and
Melon.
no, no cocoa melon.
Right.
Yeah, it was just we'll see how that plays out. I
Well,
don't
I
know if
did.
it is or
I,
not.
I did have a little thought on that one, just a little bit. So, there's a lot of divorces in the air. So I was kind of thinking now, y'all let me know if I'm thinking way out on the 50-yard line.
Yes.
But
Oh,
Tom and his wife Giselle been together all that time. I don't know how many years, but I know it's been some time.
14.
And so, right, so with that, Tom decided that he wanted to, retire and spend a lot of time with his family. So maybe Giselle was like, nah, because you ain't right. You need to go back. Something ain't right with you. And he was probably thinking like, yeah, I could do that. So he did. He went ahead on. He came back, and we know she's worth way more money than he is. But now that he's going to retire next year, he's getting his divorce this year. He's going to be available for a lot of us single women.
And, and you, oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Cheryl.
We're just gonna let that thought just sit there.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah. We'll asterisk. I got you. I got you.
okay.
So I said all that to say that he gonna have time. He gonna have time for us now, because that football stuff gonna be over with. Because I need some Gucci first. I mean, a Gucci, a Louis, a Dior, or something.
Um, Cheryl is available,
There we
single
go.
and ready to mingle
This was shooting your shot
with
with
Tom
Cheryl
Brady.
Green with the big E. I don't even have a segue to the recap for the weekend, so we're just going to go right into it, okay? And based on the three teams that we root for, Cheryl, your loss was the least bad, but we're gonna go. That's the best thing I could come up with. Okay, we're going to go in order.
Cream of the
On,
crap. Go ahead, Cheryl.
you said it again. What'd you say?
The cream of
I'm
the
just
crap.
waiting. I'm waiting. Nisha, I got something for you, baby.
All right. So Thursday night's game went into overtime. How terrible! How rude. Okay. In the battle of field goals, the Colts beat the Broncos 12-9.
Mm.
That was even hard to say. On Sunday in London, the New York Giants beat the Pack 27-22.
Who
What is going
knew?
on with what world are we living in?
I don't
What is
know.
going on?
I
Okay,
don't know. I don't know. The Giants are like, look, we here. We're in the East too. So, what's up?
my child's so happy, but
Mm.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, yes. Mine
Who
too.
knew?
Mine too.
Who knew?
Ooh, switch to
Mm-mm.
the another AFC one of the Patriots. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Patriots over the Lions 29-0.
Mm.
Mm.
Water's wet.
Like,
And right.
Have they
And
even won a game?
who, the Lions?
Yeah.
I think one,
Yeah, they got.
but not Sunday.
Mm.
The Chargers versus the Browns. So Cheryl, the Browns went down
Mhm.
30-28. But I will say, for what I saw, you all were fighting hard. It was rough out there. What did you think about the what did you think about the game?
Oh well, see now, it's y'all ain't got it. Y'all ain't got it yet. See, these last them games that we lost to
Mm-hmm.
include, yeah, we threw them games. We threw them because we wanted them teams. They self confidence is so low that they might not even show up to play games. You know what I mean? So we went ahead on and lost them games so we could build them up. That's what we do in Cleveland. We build up other teams. Because we're gonna get ours in the end. We're gonna come out 9 games. We're gonna win at least 9 games. But these low self-esteem teams, we just went on here and let them win. So no, and nothing. Wasn't even nothing to think about because we did that on purpose. You saw how the way we kicked that ball, we knew we was going over to the left or the right, whichever way it went. Yeah.
the Browns ran so others could fly. That's so noble.
I was like, the Cleveland Browns are motivational speakers. I was just so lost. I was so lost. I was so lost. But yeah, that you all fought hard, but the wind blew, and you guys lost at home.
Speaking of blowing,
The Texans. I'm going in order. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Kanisha. The
I just
Texans.
want to get it over with.
I know the Texans. I'm giving everyone the equal sucky time. Okay, Texans over the Jaguars 13-6. Those dang Bucks.
Oh, wait a minute, didn't the coach get fired from the Jaguars?
The coach from the Panthers got
Oh, it was
fired.
the Panthers. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It was
I'm
a big cat, close enough.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, let me go faster. The Bucks. Those darn Bucks.
Whatever.
Those Bucks over the Falcons, 21-15. The damn Bucks always finding a way to win. I know Linda was excited for her favorite, Tom Brady.
Wait a minute.
The steel curtain, looking more like blinds.
Wait a minute. What?
Buffalo Bills.
Wait a minute. Go back. Tracy, you said, what happened to K-Dub? Oh, okay, there she is. Now you said the steel curtains. Who was the steel curtains?
It's the steel curtains.
The Steelers, Cheryl.
Oh, okay. That's why K-Dub went to sleep that quick.
Bills over the Steelers.
Hey, wait a minute. We didn't talk about that game.
I was giving the score. I was trying to give the score, but go ahead, Kanisha. What you got to say?
Yeah, what you got? Yeah, KK.
I don't really have anything. My understanding was after the game, my man Najee, after everyone cleared out the locker room, was just sitting on the bench in the locker room for about 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. Coach Mike came in, sat and chatted with him, probably begged him to stay. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I got nothing. Mm-hmm. We're rebuilding. Or, they're working really hard to firmly secure the first round draft pick coming up in the draft. That's all I got. Nothing else could explain that score.
Well, how many games y'all won this year?
One
game. Well, I was told, little birdie swung on up in here and said, Terry Bradshaw suiting up, baby.
To do what?
No bird.
To do what?
Right.
Exactly.
Oh no, but he probably could do better than what y'all got right now. Unless y'all, get Big Ben back there. I don't know what y'all gonna do, because y'all keep going this way. Old Mike Tomlin gonna be looking kind of crazy.
Well, listen. Can we talk about those Jets Jets? The Jets over the Dolphins, 40-17.
Where was Tyreek Hill at?
And I would have never expected that either.
Right.
Because it's the Jets.
Did they beat y'all?
Those rookies are kicking some butt. They're like, we know how to play too.
Yeah, didn't they beat y'all, K-Dub? Didn't they beat the Steelers?
They did.
And they beat Miami.
Yes, and I want to say too about the Dolphins. You all know, oh my God, I also said Teddy Bruschi. Teddy Bridgewater went out with the elbow. The elbow didn't have a concussion. They had an elbow. It was something with the elbow and concussion.
What? You said his elbow had a concussion?
I said it didn't. I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure I said it clearly. But they had two things.
Elbow.
The main thing that I saw was concussion, and I was like, man, here we go again.
How much more can the Dolphins take? Wasn't Teddy the backup to the backup?
No, Tua was the starter.
Well, he was the backup.
Yeah, and now the backup to the backup has to come in.
Kanisha, what position your son play at Howard?
Corner.
Oh, he don't play the quarterback. Okay.
No.
And we'll be getting to HBCU soon. I'm going. But I did want to say about the concussion. Bridgewater's name was not the only one I saw go across the bottom line for concussions on Sunday. So I can't say be careful. It's not just that simple, but there's just got to be. I mean, I know they have these protocols in place. Just want to make sure that they're actually being followed.
There's going to be some innovations in technology, though, too. All this money, come on.
Yeah. It's a good point. Uh,
Hmm.
Vikings over the Bears.
The
The
Bears.
the Bears.
Oh, Linda's producing. She can't. She
She
can't.
said at least they had a good game. Our producer said at
Oh,
least
she
the
said
Bears.
that in advance, knowing their score was coming up, 29-22. And Linda, if you
It
want to
always is a good
see
game.
the worst, the Washington plays Chicago on Thursday. Speaking speaking of which, Titans over the Commanders at home, 21-17. Ooh, ooh.
Mm,
You know, I know you want to say something, Cheryl, or
no,
do you want me to say something?
no, yes, this your team.
Um, I'm starting to feel a certain way about the W on the helmets. It doesn't. It's not going well. I don't. I guess you can't put an L on the side of the helmets,
I
but
said they
let's
should have
see
had an L up there.
Mm.
that. Oh, look, everybody's so chatty now. You know
What?
what?
Color it orange. Color it orange and call it a day.
Oh man, it's tough. And then I was for someone was nice enough to share with me a meme that had five leaders that were a threat, the five top leaders that were a threat to world peace, and Dan Snyder was number one.
Mm.
So, and that's what friends are for. The
Yeah,
Saints
I
came
don't
back.
disagree.
The Saints came back, beat the Seahawks, the 49ers over the Panthers, and as you said, Cheryl, wrong cat, but you got it. The Matt Rule was fired after Sunday's game, and the Panthers hired. Uh, I was supposed to get his name, Steve something, but he's related. He's brother-in-law of an Aggie. Just had to say that part. So, congrats to him for taking over the Panthers job. I'll leave out the part about how they only gave him 1 year in Arizona, but you know what? Good luck to my black coaches. The Eagles, good gracious, that NFC East is a
Very
beast.
wild. Very wild.
NFC East, the Eagles over the Cardinals.
Mm.
Two birds, Cheryl.
Mm.
Okay.
The Cowboys over the Rams. Speaking of the NFC East, gosh, the one thing we all can agree on, we don't care. That was for you, sweetie.
Exactly.
That was for you, sweetie, if you're watching. Um, the Ravens, those daggone Ravens, man,
Them
they
birds,
will
baby.
find. Say again, another bird.
Them birds, baby. They flying all over the place.
They will find a way to win. The Ravens over the Bengals at home, 1917. And last night,
Mm.
dang it, I had to stay up the whole damn time. The Chiefs, man, the Chiefs pulled it out over the Raiders. Did you all see that game?
I did at one point. Mm-hmm.
I saw Devontae Adams with the cameraman.
I mean, dude,
That's unusual.
Wait a
You
minute
know,
now.
there's
Did y'all see what
something
they?
retrograde, and there's a super moon in his defense.
Well, this is the second time I've seen two teams, you know, just tackling each other. First it was the Commanders, and now it was the Raiders. Two teams, you know, going at it. I don't know
What is
what's
that?
this all about. I expected more from Devontae Adams, though.
Ophthalmologist.
Mm.
yeah, it was good football. And if we just talk about fantasy just for 2 seconds, who had Travis Kelsey on their team? Woo!
Well, you
I mean,
should.
at one point, I was like, do the Raiders know who he is? Like Kelsey. I saw him in the end zone by himself, like no white jerseys around. What are you doing? What are
Mm.
you doing?
Mm.
So, but I did hear that this has kind of been the standard for Kansas City. I'm not saying that they purposely went down 17-0, but they seem to find a way to win. But how long is it going to last? Like these come from. I mean, these are come from behind victories.
Well, that's kind of like what we do in Cleveland, you know.
Where
Yeah, like like I said before, you know, we give
You
these
haven't. Just stop. Just stop.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
last game. That was the last game. That was it. Chiefs over the Raiders
You're
in
gonna be sitting right with me.
yeah, Chiefs over the Raiders in a good game, good Monday night game, 30-29.
Mm.
All right, so just to wrap up with one of our favorite topics, HBCUs, y'all, it's homecoming season.
Oh, yes, it is.
It
And
is.
so
It
here's what I
is.
want to know. Well, first, quickly,
Mm-hmm.
are people going to homecoming for the people, or are they going to see the game? What are they going to do?
It depends on the game. It
Mm.
probably depends on the team.
Yeah, I was gonna say the team. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, at least they're showing up. That's cool. And then the other question about that, homecoming is a big deal. I mean, for a lot of schools, but we know the tradition behind HBCUs and HBCU homecomings. But speaking of, and obviously it's football season. But speaking of HBCU football, is HBCU football such a big deal now because of Deion Sanders, Coach Prime?
I think
I
he
don't.
definitely helped boost awareness and hype, definite interest there. And he's also been very vocal about talent, about support, recognition, a lot of changes. And then you're seeing just some really exciting things, different partnerships. Howard University announced this huge partnership with Jordan Brand this fall, and I have to say, those Howard Bison are looking awfully sweet. I might be a little biased, but they look good. And those Jordan, even the sneakers, even the cleats, they got Jordan cleats on, just looking good
Jordan
out
or was those LeBron cleats?
there. No, ma'am, they're Jordan. It's a jump man on there.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
It's a whole jump man thing. So there's a renewed interest, and that initiative is supporting basketball and football at Howard University, and it's pretty dope. So I think that recognition is coming there, and Jackson State, they're showing that they can hold their own um, in games and in recruiting, which is important.
Right.
So let's hope that trend continues. But let's hope that support continues so that they can recruit and compete in that realm with Power Fives and other schools as well.
Mm.
That's my take. That's my opinion.
Well,
Right.
Kanisha, you said everything that I was gonna say. I don't know how you did that.
I was looking
That's
at the
good.
clock, and we have limited time.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree, Cheryl, that Kadisha did a great job of summing it up. I think I think Deion Sanders did and again, this wasn't his intent, but just his presence, his aura, his whatever, his everything. I couldn't even get my good noun together. Is what
Persona.
is there you go. Is what makes or what is now making people pay attention. It's not like HBCU football did not exist. It's not like we didn't already have great players, but I think it is something to be said for these players to come and be able to, really relate to their coach and also see that you don't always have to be at this university, this PWI, this particular
Mhm.
school for you to play and win and be seen and and be known for being a great athlete. So I do appreciate that part of it. I think it's a benefit to these Black young men to be able to do what it is they love at a school with a rich history for them to learn too. To me, it's like a win-win for them to be able to play and attend an HBCU and get that coaching and that mentoring from the likes of Coach Prime.
Well, I
So,
want to see how many of them kids gonna, actually end up in the NFL
mhm.
under Coach Prime, and not just him, but any of these HBCUs, because there's talent throughout all these HBCUs. So we'll see. But he's doing a good job. But only thing I kind of didn't like when they played Alabama, the coach. Did y'all see what the coach did to him?
The
The
Alabama State.
coach
Mm,
Yeah, it was a
yeah.
homecoming. It was homecoming. So I think that was hard on Alabama State. I, you want to win your homecoming. So there's probably a little extra saltiness there behind that too.
if you're not first, you're last. That's from Ricky Bobby. It's the Ricky Bobby show, in case you're wondering, okay?
But I do have a question though. But don't he know? Wait a minute. Don't Deion say? Ain't he missing some toes or something? Did he get a toe cut off or
He
something
is.
like
He is
that?
not 10 toes down at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say he knew that. That's twinkle toes, baby. He better not be messing around with twinkle toes and pushing him like that. Did y'all get up on them toes, baby? It's gonna be something else.
which is key to his coaching show. Thank you for the the foot analysis. It's exactly what we needed to close out.
I
Well,
can't with her.
ladies, it's been a great podcast once again. Thank you all so much. And thank you all for tuning in to another Sports View. We will see you
So
all in. Wait, I know, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I know we have some great producers. I didn't forget that are coming in now. Let me give a shout out. Y'all, it wasn't a final goodbye to our co-producers, some of which will be showing up on the screen. Shout out to the Trojans of Virginia State University who just had homecoming this past weekend. I heard they had a good time.
Whoop, whoop.
Anjanette Bird, Brown, Benjamin Carter, Brandy Cooley, Destiny Fuller, Kendra Hand, Morgan Manley, LaMonica Pegram, William Smith, Quincy Watts, and in person, live and in the flesh, Ariella Ellis and Tierra Ramey. Thanks for taking care of us, ladies.
Thank you
Yeah.
for having us.
Because Tierra was key in this. You at that 30-minute mark. Oh, girl, you right. You right. Let me get to wrap it up. I appreciated that. I appreciated that. Somebody got to be in charge of Cheryl.
time is money.
I can't do it all the time. Tierra said my office hours.
What, 9 to 5? Is that what it is, Sierra?
That's right. We got Cleveland, San Antonio. Let's go.
That's it. Tierra not gonna hang me out the window. So listen. Again, thank you all so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen from Virginia State University graduate sports program. Thank you all for taking care of us and keeping us on track for the most part. And thank you all again for joining another Sports View brought to you by Women Love Sports Too.